Let's go, and we're ready for the main event of the night. But before then, let's just take you through how the events are folded this evening. And of course, we have to start off with our first bout of the night, which was a massive one for that man, OSMAN ASLAM, returning back to the ring after 4 years. Still got with me in the commentary area, Denzel Bentley, all the way from the UK. Denzel, this was how it all started, and a fantastic win for your man, talking about OSMAN ASLAM.
Yeah, fantastic win for him. Like you mentioned, 4 years out of the ring, and to come back and to put on a performance like this, I'm sure he'll be pleased with it, and he'll be itching to move forward again. He probably wasn't too sure about it coming back, but he's come back with confidence, a good performance, and I'm sure with the backing of Amir Khan, he'll be more than happy to continue his career and hopefully start boxing for titles.
Yeah, it was a very slow and steady stuff for him. He had to be patient because he had a very stubborn opponent right there, talking about the young man, but eventually, you know, it had to be stopped, talking about MUFU YUSUF, and good one eventually. He got what he wanted, but he had to be patient about it.
Yeah, you have to be very patient about it. But that's boxing. That's boxing. You have to know how to bide your time and, you know, get your timing right and be patient and wait for the right opportunities. Otherwise, it ends for a scrappy fight. So yeah, I think he's done what he needed to do. So, yeah.
And then you could see the referee there trying to, you know, find out whether or not he needed, you know, to be still continuing with the counting.
Yeah.
And when he saw it, there was no need for it anymore.
There was no need.
He had to just call it quick. You see, he was still watching, trying to see, are you still capable of standing up? You know, because sometimes some fighters like, you know, to do that, and then it was followed by this devastating one coming from that young man, JURSLY, VARGAS Jr. Absolutely fantastic performance.
Oh, quality performance. I mean, he went in there and wasted no time. It was a very explosive performance, but it wasn't rushed. It wasn't rushed. It was a fast pace. It was explosive. It was nice, but he kept a good range. He wasn't close enough to get you know, caught in a clinch. And even if he was, the punches were so explosive, his opponent didn't want to reach out and try to clinch.
And he definitely demonstrated why he's called the baby tank. Like you said earlier. I mean, look at his composure. Look at his body punches. Very reminiscent of Gervonta Davis.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, he went in there and, you know, in good fashion, got rid of his opponent. Look at the body shots he's finding. I mean, even if his opponent wanted to hold, he couldn't, because once he, you know, lets go of his defense, he knows he can get badly hurt. So great performance as well from Vargas.
And a good way for him to register, and of course his first fight on the continent of Africa as well. And I like it when somebody, you know, tries to take the step. You know, he fights out of the Netherlands. He's from, his parents are from Curacao. Very nice place to be anyways when it comes to holidays. But, you know, when you go to a what you want to call a place that you're not, you know, very familiar with, but you go there and you know, you get to exhibit your skill. I think he's put himself out there, and he's definitely one to look out for.
Most definitely. You heard him. He was comfortable. I mean, when they asked him at the end of it, he said, "This is my home.
Yeah.
This is my house.
This is my backyard.
This is my backyard."
I'm like,
that's the
are
word.
you for real?
He's comfortable anywhere to go. As long as he's in the ring, he's good.
Yeah, and of course, and he was followed by this one, your man, our man as well, talking about ELVIS AZUMAH, if I get it right. Agora. And he put up a good fight. Almost going to be scuttled by some, you know, some administrative controversy, but it was allowed to go on at the end of the day. And the good thing that it was a man who was on the ascendancy who eventually won it as well. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, it was good. Like I said, I mean, going through all of that in between the fight, before the fight, and after the fight, both fighters done well to keep a cool head and continue with the contest. So respect to both guys. It was a good fight. You know, the first 3 rounds were very explosive and entertaining. After a bit of controversy, the next 3 rounds, it just got a bit lackadaisical, and then you just saw, you know, ELVIS up to just showboat and entertain the crowd, because he probably lost that spite in his shots to be able to start hurting his opponent again. And it was good.
All in all, good fight, we must say. And of course, that was setting the tone for what was going to come next, which we're going to see in just a few moments from now. And all in all the fights we've seen up to this moment, and I just sense that it is building up to a crescendo. We're looking forward to the main event, and that's going to be a cracker. You know, we're going to be seeing 2 American opponents in one of the most popular cities in Africa, which is Lagos. You know, strutting their stuff. That's miles and tons of miles away from the United States, and they're here. It's just absolutely crazy.
Credit to them as well for wanting to come out here and do it here. They're both American. They could have got this fight on American soil, but they've opted to come to the motherland in Africa, Nigeria, Lagos, and put it on the line over here. So you're gonna get a fair contest over here. There's no favourites. They're both from overseas. There's no home fighter. They're both away from home, and we're gonna see who adopts this crowd the best. Who's gonna be the local hero to these Nigerians that where they're coming from foreign countries. So I think it will be a good fight, and it's the fight I'm waiting for. I think this is the best fight in the card, and we can honestly say we saved the best till last.
Absolutely. And let's just deviate away from the fights and just talk about what this actually does, what this gives, young fighters.
Yeah.
Ghana, Nigeria. We saw someone from Tanzania. We could have had someone from Namibia as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he couldn't make it, But what does this do to a lot of young fighters coming out of Africa?
It gives them hope. There's a young kid out here somewhere that is praying for their time to come. When they're old enough, they're going to want to be on one of these cards. And, the longer this goes on, the more it grows. By the time this young kid gets there, this will be on a bigger stage on a bigger scale. And you're going to hear them come out and say, they was at the first show that Balmore Promotions put on. And from then, they knew that they wanted to be, on this card at this stage. And they worked hard, they've been working hard for it, been in the gym day in and day out, and never gave up on their dream to actually be here one day. And that's going to be a story, and we'll be here to witness the first ones. So when we see that, we'll be looking back at each other saying, remember we said it. So
and then
I think it
was followed by this one, which was quite a cracker of a fight.
It was.
I mean, Torres had everything working for him, unbeaten record, coming in from Portugal, and then met this man who's older than him, but AZUMAH, who's got a name of a legend,
Yes.
Mohammed, and he goes in there, did a fantastic job,
Yes.
and then leaves the judges, at crossroads, you want to say that, because eventually the decision to actually give a unanimous one to Torres at the end of the day was not greeted well by the fans.
Yeah, no, I mean, the fans also, we all watched the same fight. I think the fans weren't, happy about that. They weren't impressed. Torres gets the win, and he gets to go with his undefeated record intact, and he gets to go again and prove himself. Even though he got the decision, he's going to leave it feeling like he's got a point to prove in his next fight.
Yeah.
So we may see a better version of Torres next time around. But listen, back to AZUMAH Mohammed. I mean, he's got the name of a legend, and he boxed like one. I mean, this is a regardless of his record, this is an experienced fighter in there. All the tricks, all the old tricks, all the defensive skills and the offensive skills and everything, in his arsenal. Beautiful jab, a good double left hook. He was doubling it up, head and body. A great head movement. In close, he was amazing. At distance, he was amazing. I mean, you just couldn't beat what he had. So hopefully we get to see him come again. This is a talent, coming out from Ghana and Africa that we don't get to see, but because of what Amir Khan and Easy has done tonight, we've been able to see this and appreciate his talents. I mean, even Joshua Braxy texted me and was saying this man deserves his flowers. So,
absolutely, and we definitely give him the deserved flowers. Talking about AZUMAH Mohammed, we're about to wrap up this highlight now, and we're all going to be ready for the main event. The whole world, are you ready for it? Chaos in the Ring, coming right at you on Nigeria's 65th Independence Day. Brought to you by Balmoral Group Promotions in conjunction with Amir Khan Foundation. Let's go straight into the ring with Ralph Chidozie George to bring out the boxers for the main event of the night.
Sounds unbelievable in the trucks. I mean,